Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of the Civil Canadians. I am Scotty V and I'm here with good old King Kansas. How you doing?
Scotty, King is half awake, but you know what? I'm excited to get through this episode with you, man. I tell you, I look forward to every single week bringing all you guys on YouTube land the best news there is on the face of the planet, or what we think it's good news to bring to you. And of course, we're opinionated.
Yes.
We just got to try and be a little bit on the civil side, right, Scotty?
Yep.
Okay, Scotty.
What are we going to be talking about today?
Okay, the first topic that the King came across, because, I don't know why I'm on YouTube all the time, but apparently I want to see what kind of job other people do, because, got to outshine them, right?
Of course.
Well, apparently, Scotty, I don't know if you ever were a big He-Man or Master of the Universe fan at all. Were you?
No.
It's probably during my time, in the 80s. This was like probably way before you were born.
Way before.
But you do know who He-Man is, right? And some of the Skeletor and all that?
Yes.
Well, apparently Sony is doing some, I guess, negotiations or maybe just talks to see what their options might be, because they got the rights to Masters of the Universe after many years of legal battle and all that crap. That, what do you call it? They decided to confront Netflix to see if they'll bring it there, and maybe, to get money, because they took a big hit on Men in Black International.
Right.
It really bombed. Even though Thor was in it, what happened? I don't know. I still haven't seen it. So, is it out on Blu-ray?
A long time ago.
Goes to tell you. See? And that's Thor in there, for God's sakes, right? But yeah, apparently, they might be interested in maybe bringing it there so it can be, they can, for money reasons, they can make a profit or turn a profit,
and if
right?
they go to Netflix, they have no limits.
No, and at the same time, Kevin Smith is already doing that cartoon thing that's coming out in a couple of years or whatever.
Right.
Sorry, animated series. I don't want you guys to cry on YouTube land. The question I'm going to ask you, so then we can go to the next topic, is if Sony does bring it to would you think it would be a good idea maybe for Kevin Smith to get his hands on it and maybe direct the film? Would you be interested?
If Kevin Smith gets involved in it, yes.
I think so too.
Because he's a comic book nerd like us, so he knows what's right and what's wrong. So I'll definitely watch it.
He knows the lore. He's excited about this animated thing. He can't wait for it to be shown on Netflix. And you know what? If you have a director or producer or whatever, even a writer like he is, interested in a property like this, it's only going to be a positive thing rather than a negative thing,
exactly.
Right? So whether Sony just releases it and gives up their rights to Netflix, either way, I just want this damn thing. Apparently it's coming out 2021, tentatively for March, but
we have to wait.
Things change. We heard that how many times, Scotty? Like 1,000 times already?
So many.
Okay, enough with Masters of the Universe and Mr. He-Man there. The next topic, Scotty, I think it's a very interesting one, because, some particular actor doesn't like to do sequels. So I think you know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
Well, apparently Joker hit a home run. They made $96 million.
I was right.
We both saw it. We both enjoyed it. Different as hell. I'll say that.
Let me tell you, after watching it, I still thought about that movie like 2 days after watching it.
Did you have nightmares?
Actually, no, I didn't.
That's a first. I thought maybe, a little bit, you'll jump out of the bed or something.
I thought
he's under my bed.
No, I didn't.
None of that?
No.
Not even a gunshot. It was so real and so good.
I matured.
He did good.
I matured, okay?
He grew up, in other words. That's what he's trying to say, okay? He got old enough,
Yeah, no.
But it made $96 million, and then apparently Joaquin Phoenix was chirping on some of the channels or stations or whatever that, you know what? If the script is right and if the director of the film
wants to come back.
Yeah, you know what? How would he, he'll be interested in maybe bringing him back. The thing is, I wanted to ask you, Scotty, is are you going to connect it to the Batman now, or are you going to keep it separate and kind of see where the character goes from there? Like, you'll actually see him as the Joker from beginning.
Because they can connect it to the new Batman.
I wouldn't do it, though.
Exactly. I wouldn't do it, because if you think about it, this movie takes place in 1981. By the time Batman becomes Batman, he's already in his late 20s, early 30s, and Joaquin Phoenix will probably be like 90-something years old. I don't know.
And not only that, Scotty, this movie does not fit with any of the rest of the DCU.
No. If you pay attention, if you watch the beginning of the movie, it does not have the same intro like all the other movies.
Nope. They want
the
to
superheroes,
keep it by
with the
itself.
Batman,
Exactly.
and stuff like that. None of that. So it just showed the 80s style movie with the letters and stuff. And that's it. They can connect it. No, but the way they ended that movie, they can. But I don't think it's a good idea.
The way they shot it, Scotty, and the way they made Gotham, I can't see them have a Superman appear all of a sudden. It'll just kind of undo everything they created with Joaquin in that particular film.
They can have the new Joker
do a trilogy.
Yeah, they can have the new Joker in the Matt Reeves Batman be inspired by the Arthur, but no, I think Joker should stay its own. That's what Warner Brothers is good at, standalone.
Keep it separate. If you want to do another one, which I personally wouldn't touch it, I would just leave it be.
The way it ended was perfect.
Let's say you're just going to diminish what came before it, unless it's going to be a super kick butt script to move forward with the character.
Yeah.
Joaquin, let it be, as they say. Okay, Scotty. Now we're going to go to our next topic.
Yes.
This is a big deal. All the people on YouTube are upset. You know, all the MCU fans and stuff are probably rioting right now as we speak, Scotty. Apparently, Robert Downey Jr. was on Howard Stern.
Yes.
And you know how this whole Oscar debacle, like why didn't Disney, Marvel give an Oscar nomination push for him and all that crap? He said that he didn't want it, to tell you the truth. So what are your thoughts or his reasoning for not asking to be pushed towards an Oscar, Scotty?
I agree with him not to push for an Oscar because it wasn't him.
No.
You had Chris Evans, you had Scarlett Johansson, you had Jeremy Renner, you had what's his name?
Brolin, if you want to count
Josh Brolin. You had
everybody. It's an ensemble.
You had an all-star cast, exactly. You can't just pick one out of everybody. Yes, maybe Robert Downey Jr. had the better, I guess, performance out of everybody, but you can counter that with like Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans.
Exactly. It wasn't enough, right, Scotty? In my opinion,
it was a team effort. Now,
exactly.
If this was an Iron Man movie, that's a different story.
And that's the thing. He didn't even get nominated for Iron Man.
Exactly.
Why would he get nominated for this? Or even in the first Avengers that he took a big role.
Exactly.
You know? But no, overall, like I said, and I think Scotty, because he's already making more money than everybody, it'll be like the biggest douchebag move on his part to say, look at me, center of attention, let me get nominated. I think he did the right thing.
He's already Tony Stark in real life. Well,
and not only that, Scotty, another angle I would look at it is we've seen the Joker.
Yeah.
So he'll be up against Joaquin Phoenix, and now he's gonna have to prove himself why he's worthy of that nomination on an actor like that. And there's other performances in other movies that went down that have better performances than he did. I think he gracefully stepped down.
I think Disney just should push Avengers Endgame for Best Picture, but not
generalize it.
Yeah, because Best Picture symbolizes everybody's hard work.
Special effects, director, producer, stuff like that, like behind the scenes kind of stuff.
It's better to reward the whole team, instead of individual
as a whole
person. Right?
Exactly, I agree with you 100%.
That's what I'd see it.
I like that, Scotty. Good thinking. All right, our final topic for today, before we go to our main topic, guys. Apparently, the Black Widow movie
is wrapped.
It's done. It's filmed. It's in the bag. I can't wait. You know what? Are you excited, Scotty? What do you think? I'm excited because my girl Scarlett Jo's in it. So you know what? I'm down there. I'll be there opening day. When's it opening, Scotty?
May 20th, I think.
May
3rd. May 3rd.
Either way, King's gonna be there.
I don't know. I have to see a trailer.
It looks good. Apparently the fight scene between her and Florence Pugh, who played in Fighting With Your Family, check her out there. That's the one role I tell you right now. That's where I first seen her. She's fabulous.
I'm going to see the Russian version of Captain America. I'm going to see the Red Guardian.
Isn't it played by
David Harbour, who's Hellboy no more.
Hell no, Hellboy, right? So, but no, I want to see that. I want to see that fight. Apparently the fight between the two widows is phenomenal. People have been chirping on it. We've heard leaked information.
I just want to see what happened in between Civil War and Infinity War. What happened during that time for her to cut her hair, make her hair go blonde and stuff like that, right?
Do you think we're going to see Tony Stark in it, Scotty, or not? I personally think you might see a little quick cameo that he might walk by the screen or talk to her for a little bit, and that's it.
If he's in Black Widow, it might be from like a deleted scene from
I think so too. I don't see him going back to shoot something particular. Hey, you might surprise the hell out of us, and you'll get more Tony Stark.
The way Endgame finished, I don't think he would want to come back to film new things.
Yeah,
I understand it's a prequel, but I wouldn't do it.
No, you know what? And I think Scarlett Johansson is a strong enough actress to carry her own film. I want Jeremy Renner in there. I want Hawkeye to show up. And I want a little bit of maybe Budapest teased somehow in a flashback with those two, and you kind of get the story. Or Hawkeye being like kind of like a buddy movie that he's going along for the adventure to deal with her problems with her, to kind of support her. That's what I want to see. I'm totally excited. Let us know in the comment section, guys, below. Are you excited for this film? And do you agree or disagree with any of the other topics that we discussed on our show or this episode of the Civil Canadians? Scotty?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's get to the main event, the main topic of our show. Okay? It's something down your alley. This caught my eye just like by fluke. I was just going through one morning, I came from work, and I'm like, you know what? I think Scotty might be interested in talking about this. What am I talking about, Scotty? The X-Men. It's been such a big issue of how is Kevin Fiege going to be bringing X-Men back into the MCU?
It's funny because Kevin Fiege, when was at
D23?
No. Comic-Con was introducing Blade and all that.
Okay.
Stuff. He didn't say X-Men, he said mutants. So maybe they're not even going to call it X-Men.
You like New Mutants, like how the comic books was original?
I don't know.
It was New Mutants, and then
maybe just I'm interpreting it wrong. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know. He didn't say X-Men. He said mutants.
Yeah, wasn't his plan originally, Scotty? He said 3 or 5 years down the road, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because people have been saying that maybe they'll show up or be introduced in the externals. Do you think it's going to happen, or you think it's too soon, or like maybe like a post-credit thing? Maybe
a post-credit
might see something a little odd because they are gods or whatever the hell they are. I don't even know.
A post-credit scene, a perfect way to end it would be the Eternals looking at some holographic thingy-majiggy.
Some image of something popping up.
And maybe in the 50 years and 100,000 years, I don't know how
whatever
far back
the hell it is,
there's going to be an X gene, something called an X gene that will change humanity. And then there's slowly you're introducing the X gene and the X-Men.
Creep them in.
Exactly.
For me, Scotty, the reason why I wanted to bring this topic is because I know if you guys read the comic books, I haven't read an X-Men book in, my God, 10 years, a decade. When was the last time you read one, Scott?
Longer than that, maybe.
Since you were born.
I don't know. I think I was in grade 5 last time I read one.
Wow, that's quite a while back, eh? But anyways, I guess Jonathen Hickman, or whatever his name is, he apparently, his run on the X-Men titles is coming to an end. And apparently, with what's going down, the status quo of the X-Men are changing. Myra McTaggart, or whatever, Myra X, I don't even know. I'm just reading whatever I kind of glimpse across, guys, is that she's apparently been a mutant all this time, and she can reincarnate, and she's seen what has happened to Charles and the X-Men in the future, and it doesn't look good no matter which way. So she actually comes back and convinces Xavier that, hey, you got to change your ways, and you being in coexistence with humans ain't gonna work for you. It doesn't look good. So apparently, from what I read, that you have Xavier now started his own country or state, I don't even know, called Krakoa, whatever. I don't even know why he chose that name, Scott, right? But apparently he's like recruiting all mutants to live in this one area, like Magneto, Apocalypse and stuff.
So basically they're taking stuff from Wonder Woman, Themyscira, the Amazons live all in one secret island.
Magneto did it with Genosha, or whatever he did, when he had the Savage Land, or whatever the hell, when all the mutants were together.
And you know what? And that's the perfect way to...
That's how you survive, Scotty. That realistically, you always thought... I know Xavier wanted a peaceful coexistence between normal people and mutants. It never happened, right?
And that can be a perfect way to introduce the X-Men in the MCU. It's like, where have they been all this time?
An undiscovered country called Krakoa, whatever, and you introduce them that way. And you have all the mutants together, good and bad, and then they'll be followed. Obviously, you're going to pick sides, and you get your Xavier and Magneto split up.
Exactly.
And you're starting from scratch, right, Scott?
Exactly. So they're in their own island, country, whatever.
Minding their own business.
They don't know. They know what's going on with the Avengers and all that.
Exactly.
But they're just stepping away, like Wakanda.
Yep.
They stayed away from all the mess.
Isolation.
Exactly. So that's perfect.
And then you got the new titles coming out, new material that they can pull and grab. Kevin Fiege can now pick and choose anything, or it's like a clean slate.
Yeah.
Just like how the X-Men films with Fox ended like badly.
Yeah.
You could just wipe the slate clean. You have the new books in the comics, and you can take now, and you can pretty much dictate how you want the mutants to be introduced,
Exactly.
But overall, I'm happy. Will we see it in the externals? Just maybe in a post-credit that means Scotty both agreed?
They'll just mention the X gene, and then you can slowly bring them in afterwards.
And then you've got Scarlet Witch. Maybe you say that maybe they're not mystical powers. Maybe they're more...
mutant powers.
Exactly.
Just the Mind Stone just unlocked it.
There you go. And then you can introduce Magneto's connection if they're going to do that, go that way. Quicksilver maybe be back again. Who knows? It's the MCU. the fake death universe.
I know.
They never stay dead. They come back somehow, right,
Well,
Scott?
Quicksilver's the only hero that's been dead all this time.
And for now, Black Widow and who's the other one who died? And Iron Man for now. But you know, for 4, 3, 5 years down the road, when they establish the new characters, they're coming back. Chris Evans will be back and all that.
Yeah.
We still have Thor. Thank God for Thor. Right, Scotty?
We do.
Okay, Scotty, I think that's it. I think that's a wrap up
it.
for this episode, buddy.
All right, if you guys like this episode of the Silver Canadians, make sure you hit a like, you share it, and you subscribe. And then you also check out our other videos as well. Check out our Joker review and other trailer reactions we've done in the past.
Sounds good to me. And hit that notification bell, guys.
Yeah, you hit that bell, okay?
Because I'll tell you right now, we need more people to watch because we can bring this amazing, knowledgeable content coming your way.
Exactly.
Right, Scotty?
Exactly.
Because the king, he's not going to be here forever. He's already 94 years old. You know, he could be dead tomorrow. Then it'll be just Scott again, and Scott's going to be wondering, is he going to have to snap his fingers and bring me back from the dead again?
Probably.
I don't know. Will I come back this time, Scott? I don't know. I think I'll be dead permanently this time.
All right.
Okay, let's get the hell out of
All
here.
right, be good.
Be good, guys.